to episode 11 of the CCAU2G show. And today I'm going to bring you Do Unhealthy People and Healthy People Fight? Now, what I'm bringing to you is straight research from the internet, and I have highlighted the major points that were made through my search, and it was quite the difficulty for me because both healthy people and unhealthy people fight. So, we're going to talk about, unhealthy conflicts and healthy conflicts. hmm And we're going to start with unhealthy, right? So, when unhealthy battles, fights occur, the conflict focus on control, winning, or hurting other people rather than solving the problem. The fight is due to insecurity, lack of coping skills, need for control, and poor boundaries. The unhealthy person tactics are character attacks, character attacks, twisting facts, stonewalling, blame shifting, and escalation. So that usually occurs when someone switches the subject and starts attacking the person's appearance, their beliefs, facts that aren't true, um, and many other things that align with that. You know, it's very toxic for that to occur, and it leads up to potential escalation from a fight to an actual physical altercation. Now, on the flip side, we have healthy people, and they fight because the difference in opinions, needs, and boundaries, which is a natural part of human being or being human, right? And the core reasons healthy people fight is because they're setting boundaries, expressing needs, varying perspective, stress overload, and growing pain. And by growing pain, I don't mean growing taller, I mean a life transition, right? So, their tactics from the healthy side is bringing hidden issues to light so it can be fixed. Conflict is a tool used for deeper understanding. Now, these two can be mixed between the fight at the pinnacle, saying healthy people fight because they're setting boundaries of defense of their emotions. Healthy people fighting because they're setting boundaries because they don't think the same as the other person, right? And how we can separate the two is for a safety reason. And the safety standpoint is if an unhealthy person is fighting, a unhealthy person fighting, is fighting another unhealthy person, they should separate themselves immediately. And if two healthy people are fighting, they should do the same. So, how do you stay on the healthy side? Right? This is another topic that I looked up, and the researchers suggest that we should focus on the issue, active listening, use I statements, repair attempts, and always have physical safety as top priority. I do agree with what they're saying, but it also depends on the level of the argument, of the topic, of the fight. If it's a minimum level of, you know, of how to do something. And then, yes, you can. I'm not going to say you can, but it's, I suggest you follow what Google researchers say, right? And if it's on the unhealthy side, right? When conflict crosses the line, what experts call the four horsemen, right? When you are the person you're in an argument with or in a fight with has constant criticism, contempt, defensiveness, or stonewalling, right? So, from a personal standpoint, I feel that I have been on both sides, and I know that, no fight leads to anything greater than peace. Even if you fight towards peace, you had to go through something. Removing yourself from the argument, from the space, is possibly the best solution because it allows you to gather more time to actually hear your thoughts and find a stronger solution than in the moment. Because in the moment, emotions are triggered much quicker than time is. Correct. So, above all, right, the researchers say that, always find guidance on managing relationships through the Love is Respect Resource Center or from the National Domestic Violence Hotline. And those two groups are here to help everybody. And you can also help yourself by prioritizing yourself first, not placing yourself in the heat of the moment. Because a fight cannot be predicted if you aren't the one to start it. You're walking towards something that you don't know of. And if you are the person that is bringing the fight towards the person, they aren't aware of what's going to occur. So it's a shocking factor. And when people are shocked, they are of the best ability as they would be if they were aware of something that's going to occur. So pretty much there is a line, a fine line that I see that Google is saying you can, fight towards, or, work your way around it. But my solution is to just back away, and really just see the larger picture of what life is. I'm not here to sell you a dream or sell you an island where you have like-minded individuals around you, or you're solo out there, in peace and paradise. But you can find peace where you are by, you know, if the conflict does spark, listening, active listening. That's one of the topics. If you actively listen to what the person is saying and you immediately disagree, right? You don't have to try to teach them they're wrong because they may be offended, and you don't know necessarily by looks if they are healthy or unhealthy, because looks can be deceiving. From my philosophy, and I haven't done no research on that, but trust and believe over my lifespan, looks are deceiving. And you don't have to trust it or not, it's up to you. You can look up, are looks deceiving on the internet if you want to or not. But do unhealthy people and healthy people fight? The answer is yes. All right. And just to reiterate that for unhealthy, For the unhealthy side, the conflict focuses on control, winning, hurting other people rather than solving the problem. And for the healthy side, it's because a difference in opinions, needs, and boundaries, right? Which boundaries are a natural part of being human. So, hey, I appreciate y'all for tuning in to episode 11 of the CCAU 2G show, where we are bringing you information to help you be the great person that you are, that you truly are. Thank you.